Okay, what is up? This is James. I am back with patch 7.3. It is here. It is finally here, which means new MSQ, new Alliance raid, and bangs underneath the hoods of many players. But more importantly, while we're talking about that, we have a very, very important update for Viera and Hrothgar by association. Yep, it is finally Hatware Day. Now, this isn't going to go over every single hat in the game because that would take way too long. But I do want to show off some of the hats that I've been able to test, and we'll go over a few that I haven't been able to yet using the market board over. Now, I did beat most of patch 7.3's main story, so there will not be any discussion about that from me. I have not done the Alliance raid yet, but we'll get to it. Anyway, the hats I do want to test are, of course, well, we're going to start with Tome Gear hat for scouting and, of course, striking for the for Tome Gear, the Historian. And as you can see, it hides the hairstyle because, well, it does this with the twin tails on every race in particular. But it shows our ears. Now, the Viera have a very specific option that allows us to show our ears through headgear with select gear only, like the Tombstone, Scouting, and Striking bandana. We can also manually adjust visor, normal. We can also use the / command Viera ears. I'm going to go ahead and move my little portrait here so that you can see my text. Like so. You may also use /V ears, and it does the same. Or, of course, you can just use it through the normal visor menu and just have the additional double click. Remember, this is for male and female Viera only. There you go. Now, I was able to test out all of this headgear, as you can see right here, and they have been guaranteed to work. Now, of course, I won't mention any headpieces that were available to us before 7.3, because that would be redundant. But here's a few of the popular ones at least in my mind, what I think would be popular with people. And of course, a couple of lucky dungeons I was able to grab. Straw hat. We now have a straw hat. Expeditioner's cap with its dual dye channels. The Post Mogul's hat. It took them long enough. The spring straw hat, as you can see. And of course, the bangs show underneath. The crescent moon cap. This was in the during the live letter a little while ago. And next we have the crescent moon cap. Again, you can do that. Flat cap. Now you can finally look like May from Guilty Gear. Batsuge. The green beret. The Animos hat. Yay ha. This was the one I was waiting for the most. And the ears poking through, take that what you will, but I've been looking forward to this one. And another. This is a finally. The Calfskin Rider's cap. The ball cap. Play ball. Noir hat. Of course, this also has a visor option for the shade. Feel it. And finally, the straw car line. Tape line. Let me hide my swords really quick. And there you go. And of course, this is from the level 65 Dungeon Bard's Medal. I haven't been able to find any other dungeon drops yet. But there you go. And of course, we can always use eye patches. Those have never been out. Now, I have a few more in my bags that I've unfortunately been able to debunk, but we'll get to those in a bit. However, of the ones I was able to confirm that have been long awaited, most of these are store items or past holiday items right here, as well as some job. We'll start with the ones you can get on the Mox Station or promotional. Start with one of the biggest ones I've had to deal with in a very long time. that is Matoya's hat. It works. Yep, let me just hide my swords for the rest of it. Yeah, nice. Now, unfortunately, it does hide your ears by default, so that's not an option. It hides them, tucks them underneath the hat. That's part. I'm gonna assume it's like magic. Anyway, we're gonna have the removal cap. Oh, and that's a thing, of course. Hey, the armory chest means I'm gonna have to get a little. Going to have to improvise here for a bit. Yeah, as you can see, I came prepared for this. I normally do not have this much in my open space in my armory chest or in my bag. This was a special event. Besides, most of the stuff I have can go in the armor anyway. Like this. Anyway, continue. Lovely Moogle cap. Do both. Again, hide. The street cap. Also, of course, that's your option. The Valentine Emissary's hat. Also your option. The dress hat from Valentine Emissary. Same. The Witch's hat. No ear options. It covers them up by default. Finds them underneath the brim. Next up, we have the Summer Flame hat. It's nice. Finally, protect ourselves on the beach. Songbird hat is unfortunately one I've been able to deconfirm. So let's put that over here. The Clown's hat. Honk honk. Yeah, we have a clown nose. Unfortunately, hides our ears. That's a bit of a trick, cruel trick, but yeah. Clown nose. Clownium emotes go. Next up, we have the survival hat. Another Yeehaw. Here we go. And we can hide the ears as well. Bar hat, the same. Seguinaire's beret. Seigneurs. The Seigneur's beret. Seigneurs. There we go. Sorry to anyone who speaks French like my reading of it. The Valentine Rose hat. There you go. Again, but the ear option. Oh, I should show it again. Did I do this with the ear option? Yeah, there. Obviously, I will be keeping my ears shown as long for as all the hats I can because, well, that's just how I am. But if you want to hide them, you do you. I'm not. It's personal preference, and that's all that matters in the end. And look, it's Santa Bun with the unorthodox Saint's cap. Let's see what the visor looks like. Oh, we don't get. But we do get to hide or show our ears now. There we go. It's Santa Bun. Now, for a few more that are from the online store, from the monster sheet. Far Eastern Lady Errant's hat. Again, it hides our ears by default. It doesn't have a visor option. Take it or leave it. It does have dual dye channel. But that's not what this is. Starlight Sugarloaf hat. No other options, but of course, two dye channels. And finally, one of the ones I've been waiting for as well, from the Gaelic cap. Now, this cap in particular is from contests I won previously. I believe it was probably a screenshot contest or some years ago, but yeah. Yeah, I should finally take a picture of this and show one of my friends. Okay, Now, for those wondering, this is definite. This is in the game with patch 7.3. This isn't. This does not have to do with any third-party tools or anything whatsoever. This is as vanilla as it gets. So you can see this on console as well. Just update the game on PC, PlayStation, Xbox. Yeah, you're good. Just make sure the game is updated to patch 7.3 and you're good. Now, we're going to do some job changes. So let me just go ahead and swap to my next job up. We're going to swap to Bard for these next ones. Because Bard has a little bit of a sticking point with it with a couple of hats, but also one that I really wanted to try. That is Ammon's hat from Circus Tower. It has the visor. It has our ears by default, but what can you do? We have it. And also I'm able to confirm that the artifact hats from A Realm Reborn and Dawn Trail are compatible. So yeah, those are two big ones off the list. Two very large items off our list. Next, we are going to do let's see. Let's go back to tank for a second. Because there is a helmet I think we have here. Or am I mistaken? No, I don't think that's it. No, that's diabolic catapult. Okay, so let's go to black. Now this one, the diabolic catapult from Gunskin, works. But it's not the only pointy hat that works. Oh, and yeah, our hat one from Stormblood level 70. Our hats and the Gossip hat. Now then, Archmage's Picasso from the Dawn Trail level 99 artifact here works. Now, unfortunately, the Wizard's hat Pitassos from A Realm Reborn does not. We're gonna have to cross that one off the list. Also, spoiler alert, I might as well just reveal that these two don't look either. So Balancing Rose Ribbon hat for some reason, and the Leisure Wear Knit cap. I thought this would work, but apparently it doesn't. So that's definitely one to add to the list for saying, hey, get these working as soon as you can, Square Enix. So yeah, give them your feedback and let them know that these four in particular are missing out of the ones that have thus far. And there's still a lot more to go, but I'll get to them eventually on my own time. And I encourage you, if you play a Viera or Hrothgar, to do so as well. Please drop a comment. Let us know. Let me know in the comments, and let them know on. So let Final Fantasy XIV Square Enix know on social media, forums, the FFXIV subreddit, various Discords that are trustworthy. All those places, social media. Let them know. Let them know what you are, especially if you're male Viera or, of course, male and female Hrothgar. I would love to hear from y'all in particular, because I'm only able to cover so much as one bun. But yeah, let's continue on with the next one. As you can see, a lot of Dawn Trail hats in particular have been confirmed to have this. So we're going to move on to Pictomy. Finally, we can wear the hat. Not sure why we couldn't before, but we can. So it goes. Here's one. Oh, we'll get to this one in a moment, but okay. Astrologian. The Ephemeris hat. Now you too can have a Pinky Wizard, Space Wizard. Looks good, eh? Oh, and the Yua Yawada hat from 7.1. Yeah, that works. I'd be remiss if I didn't show this one either while I'm thinking about it. Right, Dragoon. Yua Yawada Cap of Naming works. As does the Bojin Cap of Naming, so like a bandana beret hat. Right. Next up, we are going to go with Scholar. Now I know the level 99 hat has worked for a while, but it's like a tiny mortarboard with a little monocle or glasses. But this one is the full thing. You can hide the little pin snip, but it hides your ears, so you are left with this by default. So yeah, it doesn't look bad though. And finally, the mysterious results. Red Mage. Dun, 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 dun. We have a Red Mage hat. Finally, we can wear the Red Mage hat. Look at that. Look at that. Finally. Long overdue. You can obviously hide your ears, or it doesn't have a visor option, but it's there. It's finally there. This is what I was using as a workaround, was this feather from A Realm Reborn, but now I could put the full-blown hat. I might have to redo my Red Mage blend to be more traditional. A traditional Red Mage hat. So now there is something I do want to live test, and that is I'm going to go switch to Viper again, but I want to live test some hats on the market board. Now, I'm not going to purchase them, but I am going to see which ones that were previously unavailable. See if those are there. Like, I think... Okay, so this one still is. Snow Cotton Ushanka of Scouting. That needs to be understood. Okay. Yeah, Kenyan Velvet has Scout. Okay. Also needs to be on the list. No Lillian hat is on the list. Almost. Okay. That isn't there. The Exarchic Hood. Okay, that there. I don't know if that's been there or not, but Neoish Guardian hat sadly isn't there. They need to add that to the list. Crescent Turban. Okay, that's on there. That's just an oversized head, but we've had this for a while. But no, this is an oversized head we've had. Okay, yep. Okay. Iridescent hat. Yep. This is new. True linen cap. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just put on my cloak so you don't look at a near naked rabbit for too long. There we go. Twin silk. Turban. Okay, awesome. Married leather. Oh, okay, so it covers your entire face. Now, I am gonna say don't mind the clipping on the collar of my Viper's Glamour. Just ignore that. Tiger Skin Tricorn. Awesome. Ruby Cotton Bandana. Awesome. Copper Nickel Turban. Cloth hat. Icon cloth hat. Tricorn. Griffin Leather Tricorn. Now, a felt coif, I don't think it was there because that's more of a chainmail heavy armor thing that they said they were still working on. So, turban. Bush hat. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we finally get that. Nice. Chimerical felt hat. Okay. Okay, all right. Now, what about this? Okay, yes. Okay, I know what this is going to be useful for, probably. Creamy turban. Balmel skin bush hat. Awesome. Wedge cap. Awesome. Holy rainbow hat. Yes. Now scarves, goggles, all of that. Oh no, this coif isn't available yet, but give it time. Bandana. Yes. Finally. Okay. That's awesome. That's Saurian's bandana. Griffin skin bandana. Wolf salad. That's metallic. Okay, now we're getting to the older stuff that they may or may not have gotten to yet, but I'm willing to. Okay, we get a pot helm. Okay, awesome. Palette. Not yet. Okay, Patrician's wedge cap. Bandana. Felt Cavalier's hat. Nice. We do finally get that for that sort of look. Felt hat. Yes. There we go. Rainmaker's hat. Now we're delving into a bunch of circlets we've had before. Skull Parade, Helm. Oh. Okay, awesome. Vintage coif, not yet. Just a standard old felt hat. Foreign coif, not yet. A deerstalker hat. Woolen deerstalker. Okay. The Buccaneers tricorn. I know these names. Captain. Woolen Cavalier's hat. Silver tricorn. Ranger's cap. Altered woolen hat. Woolen beret. All work. The vintage chef's hat. Speaking of chef's hat, we'll get to that in a moment. The deerstalker hat. Turban. Okay, now you can almost look like Eda from Realm of One. Wedge caps. Hot helms. It looks like they got the wizard hats, the turbans, the wedge caps, bandanas all working. Oh, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm buying this because I want this for later. We'll just say I'm saving this for later. This is when I need it. Angler's hat. All right, got it. Velveteen Sugarloaf hat. That's the price we got. I'm sorry if people are doing stuff in the background. That's other players, and that's not for me to control. Another wedge cap. Another turban. I'm going to keep going through this as much as I can, but the video has gone on for almost 20 minutes. So if you're still watching this, thank you so much for making it this far. And be sure to tell everyone you know about this video, spread it around, like it, save it to your favorites. Make sure to hit subscribe, because even though I may not upload videos too often on this channel, when I do, you can then hit notifications to be notified for when I do upload some content for you to consume. So again, thank you so much if any of you have made it this far and you're hearing this next. Hard leather skull cap works, okay. And of course the stable hands hat. I think has something similar, but we're just being very thorough. Stable mate hat. Up on south, this is metallic. This is gonna work. Straw hat, of course, does. Hemp stuff. Oh, the company hat. Okay, this is a big one, but it's very pricey at $4 million. I'll deal with that later. Highland hood. Ooh, okay. No ear option, no visor option, but it's there. Coronal straw hat. Spring hat. Cloche. Freaky cap. Nightcap work. We've done that. Glasses. Eye imitation. This beard mask is metallic. Doesn't work. Savnarian turban works. Awesome. Alright. Berets work. High house cloche and Arceus. Wind silk wedge cap. And this headpiece. And there's these again, which I've shown before. Now, framey hood. Yep, that works. Wool knit cap. That works. Palace cap. Works, but covers our head in its complete entirety. Non-law. That works. Animal spot helm. Doesn't work. It is metallic. Boulevardier's hat. Doesn't work. Pagos bandana. Works. Spring Trails hat. Doesn't work yet. Again, report that. Arceo, those are, no, there's a horn. That goes out. Rain hood. Not yet. Kupo knit cap. Works. Skyworker's helmet. No. Capstan Rider's hat. We've shown before, but it does. Frontier hat. Yes. That works. Beast Lover's hat. That works. This has been there before. So Varsity Pack hat, I do know what was before. Lawless Enforcer's hat. That works. Salon Server's hat. Yes. And these are all facing. This Far Eastern hat. Shishu Bushi Eboshi. Or however you pronounce it. I apologize if I am butchering. Okay, this is the hairpin for the court. Okay. Minuscule top hat is literally tiny. Minuscule. Had this since not worried about that. Free Spirit's hat. Yes. Wintertide Trapper's hat. Yes. Oh, that's cute. Hairpin. The Neon Street cap. Absolutely yes. This is going to sell for a good bit because of the era. I might just, you know what? It's only 400,000. I'm just going to go ahead and join. Support your local economy. And then we get to all the flower stuff, which we've been able to wear before. So I see No reason to check for these individually. These corsages always work. Now the Usagi Kabuto doesn't work. That's metallic. Now I've done the cape line hat. Now what about the dream hat? It works. Okay. So that's all the hats I can find on the market board at the present. But if we change to Black Mage, we might find pointy hats. A few of the casting. Okay, I know we've been able to wear this one before. This is from this is the reskin of Victoria. Theodosius Beret, we do have it. Awesome. The Exarchic casting. Okay, we have the casting hat from the Exarchic, but I'm not sure why else. Not the Neoish Guardian. Okay, the casting hat, not surprised by that. We'll get a pointy hat. And another pointy hat. The True Linen hat. Star Velvet Hood. Awesome. Circlet, of course. We've always had circlet. Cashmere hat. Another pointy hat. The Vanya hat. Another pointy hat. Another pointy hat. Ooh, what about the Harlequin? Yes, we get a Harlequin's hat. The Imperial Operative hat. Awesome. The Picasso. Ooh! The Dreadwing one. Okay. That's the very pointy hat. Another pointy hat. All the pointy wizards and jester hats at your disposal. Harlequin and Harlequin's hat. Yes. Hides your ears though. So what I'm doing is we have these the show ears and have the visor. So okay, we did have these wedge caps and other stuff. Our forest hat, that is available. We have the masks and all this. Okay, now we're getting stuff I think we've seen before, but yeah. This is just now this video's gone for about 26, 27 minutes now, so I think we're gonna call it here, and I'll get this uploaded and see what you guys think of it. So thank you all so much for making it this far in the video, and let me know in the comments what hats you've been able to find as a Viera or Hrothgar player, and we'll try to catalog as this. Hopefully this will contribute to, I guess, someone out there cataloging a big list of everything we got in 7.3. That said, I hope you all enjoy patch 7.3 all and subsequent updates and all it has to offer, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.